Yo, what is good, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well. Back with another video. Happy Halloween. This is a special like Halloween type video. I'm just gonna be breaking down how I make Halloween slash like evil sounding Scenecore Hyperpop EDM beats. It's basically the same style as Scenecore beats, but just darker sounds, more evil synths, and yeah, just more of a Halloween vibe. So I thought this was a cool video to make. So yeah, let's check out a preview of the beat first, and then we'll jump into all the sounds and what I did. Let's go. So yeah, very spooky sounding. Let's start out with the synth. It's usually how I start out all my beats. I used Vital, and this is what this sounds like. So yeah, this is basically like a bell sounding preset. So that's what that sounds like, me just pressing on the keyboard. And yeah, I just made those that pad with the top line melody. And I basically just put these two things on it. I put on duck. If you've seen my other videos, I'm always talking about duck, 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 duck. But yeah, this is just ducking the signal. It's like side chaining basically. It's just pushing the signal down. And then I have this other thing. I don't know if I've ever talked about it. It's called Crystallizer from Sound Toys. It's kind of mainstream. A lot of people kind of know about it, but they don't really use it. It's kind of like a delay plugin and like a reverb like in one. So let me just play the sound without the effects and then with it. So see, it kind of just makes it like a little bit dreamier sounding. Like it almost instantly like feels like you're like in some kind of like movie or something, scary movie. But yeah, it just gives them more ambience, bigger sound. Not as clean. I don't know how to explain it better. Like sometimes like when a sound is too clean, it makes it like not sound good. Like so you just want to like muddy it up, dirty it up, especially in these types of beats because you want it to sound scary. So you know. And then I EQ'd a little bit of the lows away. I do that a lot on synth sounds because sometimes pads and some synths have like really heavy low end, and that's gonna bump with your bass. So I like to turn down the some bass. Sometimes a synth is completely fine. It doesn't need that. But all right, yeah, let's go to the next. All right, so this is something I rarely do, and this is kind of counterintuitive. Like you usually don't want to do this, but I have two basses like stacked on top of each other as the bass on this beat. If you've seen my other how-to videos, I usually don't do this. I usually just have like the one bass playing at the same time, and then I'll switch the sound later maybe. But I never have like two basses on top. But like, let's check out what that sounds like. And yeah, I just drew these in. It's just the bass note basically. So I just went over here to my chords, got these, and then put them into a bass preset. And then I put on duck and saturation knob. So saturation knob is literally what it sounds like. It's just saturation. Let's see if it opens up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's literally just I have it a little bit up. It's just turning up the saturation on the bass. Just so basically I put that on so it sounds better on smaller speakers. And then I turned up the highs also. And again, that's the same reason, just so you can hear the bass in smaller speakers. Because usually when you have like a little phone or a little laptop iPad, you don't really hear the bass as much. Like you don't hear the low end. So you want to turn up at least some of the high end so you can at least hear that. So yeah, let's check out what the bass sounds like. And yeah, it's just getting ducked. Okay, let's just listen to the top bass. So that's like the lower bass you hear, and then I have this little smaller bass on top. And you can hear on that one, it's basically just high end. So yeah, right here I literally EQ'd a lot of the low end, put duck on there once again. But yeah, this one's like you're not really hearing that the low end on this one, so it's not clashing with the other one. Because I just wanted the high end, the distortion sound. So yeah, that's why I did that. And yeah, it just sounds better on phones and stuff. Because not everybody has like KRK Rocket speakers or Yamahas. Like not everybody's a music producer or like an audiophile that needs to have big speaker. A lot of people just listen on like their phone or their laptops. All right, so yeah, let's move on. Okay, so now let's just play some of the drums. Yeah, the drums on this bass once again, Scenecore Hyperpop EDM, nothing special, pretty simple. Bass drum, hi hat, crash, open hat, snare. Let's see. Yeah, these are all the drums. Let me just play these real quick. Play it with the bass. Yeah, so super simple. Just without the bass. Like I've said in my other videos too, once you have these decent loops, you can like bounce those out. So say I want to use this in another beat, I'll just bounce this out, and then I have like a nice starter for another Halloween Scenecore beat. And I don't even have to like use that. It's just a good starter. You can like drag it in, and then you could switch it up later. But it's just good to have like a good starting idea. So yeah, that's the simple drums. Now I'll go on to some of the other synths that I used. So I used Serum here, did this little pattern. Nothing crazy. I just turned down the highs. Some of these patterns I just use as like it just gives it like a texture. Like I don't even use them for like the notes played. I just use it for the texture. So it just sounds good in context with the synth. Yeah, it's like almost like it's almost going like the opposite way. It feels like. So yeah, let's check out some of these other sounds. I have this like Serum hit where it just hits at the beginning. And then at the end. So yeah, that just sounds spooky. Another Serum. This pattern. Here I basically just arped the chords. So I got the chords that I had, so you could see the bass notes here. And then I just made them basically like an arpeggiator. And on this once again I have that crystallizer. Gives it like that nice echo reverb feel. And then I have this other application called Portal. Portal is pretty interesting. I use this basically just for like darker beats. So anytime you see me doing like the can or like the dark Scenecore or like any type of dark beat, basically I like using Portal because it just gives it like a weird ambient, like not regular type effect. Like it gives it like a bunch of weird effects. So let's just pause these the effects and then just listen to it solo, the synth. With. So see, it almost like it sends it to the back, gives it like an automatic ambience, automatically makes it feel like, scarier movie type feel, Halloween feel. So yeah, Crystallizer, Portal, really good combo. And yeah, it just works really good for like little synth plucks and stuff like that. Next I have an instance of Electra and this other VST called Arcade. So Electra I just used, it's basically just a little hit. Super simple. And it just hits at the beginning of every bar. So again right here. And then I paired that up with Arcade. And on this instance of Arcade, it's literally just like effects. So I like using it for like scary sounding effects. So that's what this sounds like. So yeah, it's kind of random, like if you skipped ahead in the video and just went to this part, it sounds kind of funny. But yeah, it's just like scary sounding sounds, Halloween type sounds, just spooky stuff, just to have like in the background kind of. You really don't even hear them as much like during the beat, but I feel like you feel it, like you feel the darker ambience just with those little sounds in the background, like clanking. So yeah, I just have those sounds tucked away in the back, and they're just. Yeah, Arcade's super good for like a lot of those random effects that you could throw into your beats. Let's see. Okay, I have one other. Yeah, I have another instance of Serum and then that Arcade. Super simple pluck from Serum, nothing crazy there. So you can see there how once I start stacking the sounds, it just builds up, and everything in context just sounds so much better. So yeah, that's all the synth sounds. That's pretty much everything except for the effects. So yeah, I can talk about that. I just have a bunch of risers. During the hook, I like to have little things that build up to the second half of the hook. The beginning, I like to have effects also, just random stuff. This is a darker beat, so I have like a Call of Duty like night vision effect, so just random stuff. Yeah, like astro effects. This effect I love using. I forgot to talk about this. The scary footsteps texture. I love using this. I made this and I put this in my. It's in the hybrid EDM trap drum kit. I think it's in there. Let me check. I think it's under EDM effects. No, it might be under textures. Yeah, textures and ambience, scary footsteps texture. So yeah, it's literally just footsteps. I always just drag it in, and then I go to time, and then I put it time stretch 4. So always 4, that way it's on time, and it's literally just footsteps. Yeah, and yeah, this is what this sounds like with the intro. Yeah, it literally just goes along with the tempo. It's like just sounds like someone's walking, but it just gives it a creepy vibe, like someone's creeping around or someone's walking up. So it just gives it a nice feeling there. And yeah, I just like having that in the intro or like later on in the beat. That's pretty much everything. Yeah, that's all the sounds. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the description. I'll probably make another like how to Halloween Scenecore because I have a bunch of beats. So I'll probably do another one by the time like this month ends. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the description. Thank y'all for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Later.